Hello, and welcome to Old Toy, New Joy, the show where I share with you my previously enjoyed toys I purchased from online sources, thrift stores, and collector's shows that once belonged to someone else. Well, this is another toy show haul video. Today is October 11th, 2021, and I just came back from the Hamilton Toy Show. I did a video a little while ago of my last toy show haul from September, and that was the first show I'd been to in nearly 2 years. So similar sort of group of sellers at this show, and similar sorts of finds, and we'll go through each one. But this is one of my most favorite things to do, and I'm very happy to share with you the items that I purchased today. First off, I'll mention the observations I made at this show, mostly for the sorts of items that I collect as compared to shows from the pre-pandemic era, just around 2 years ago. So usually, I never saw Wayne Gretzky rookie cards at these sorts of shows, but today alone, I must have seen at least 10 of them, all sort of in that mid-grade, like PSA 4 to 6 sort of level, and they were all around, anywhere to $4,000 to $6,000 now that I think of it. And a lot of that has to do with the Wayne Gretzky that we talked about, the Gem Mint PSA graded 10 card from just a little while ago that sold for a record amount, well over $1 million. And sports cards in general, especially ones vintage baseball and hockey from the 1950s and 60s, seem to be up. And the 50% off, like discount signs I used to always see on these sellers' tables are gone. And cards of African American superstar baseball players, and specifically, such as Jackie Robinson, Ernie Banks, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, are all double the price of what I was seeing even just a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm noticing that on eBay as well. I think there's just been a real influx, a real increase in interest, especially with the pandemic. Collectors such as myself are sitting at home, not spending their money on other things, and getting kind of sentimental or thinking about investing, and maybe in something that they feel comfortable with, and so sports cards in general have gone up. I've also noticed fewer sellers' tables of vintage action figures than a couple years ago. Fewer G.I. Joes, fewer Star Wars, fewer He-Man, fewer Superpowers. I don't think I saw any G1 Transformers today. And I'm seeing more tables of modern collectibles, such as the vinyl figures, which I'm not really into myself. So first we'll look at the sports cards I picked up. These I picked up from the same dealer I bought those 72-73 basketball cards from a month ago. His stuff is now $2 a single, starting. Not $1 anymore, so he's doubled his price right there. But that's fine. I just bought fewer than I probably would have. But first off, we have this beautiful 1975 Topps Frank Robinson. I've always liked this card. It's a great looking card. It's good shape. Corners are nice. Left to right centering's a little off. Here's the back. This was near the end of his career, for sure, and he was almost at 3,000 hits at this point, around 2,900. Then I picked up this 67 Topps Don Mossi just because he's hilarious looking. I'm sorry if there's Don Mossi family members out there watching this. I just think he's hilarious looking, and all of his cards have this funny pose with the big ears. I had to have it. I just had to have it. I might get his 55 Topps rookie one day too. His cards are inexpensive. Here we have a really nice 91 Archives Jackie Robinson of his 53 Topps card. I saw the original card today in so-so shape for around $3,000. So there you go. His cards have definitely gone up in price again. So I won't be buying the original anytime soon, so this is the next best thing. And here's a 67 Topps Jim Grant. Nice shape as well, nice sharp corners. Usually when I buy these cards off of eBay, I'm getting a bunch from the same dealer and they're in good condition. This is very good, excellent sort of condition. And a Maury Wills 1969 Decal Edge card. I don't have any of these, so I've always wanted to get one. So now I got one. It's got a blank back. And then I got some more basketball cards from that 72-73 Topps set that I like so much. And these 5 cards are of players that are all in the Hall of Fame. So first we have JoJo White. And in that season, he averaged 23.1 points with Boston. And we have Dave Bing, who at that point had been the Pistons point leader 5 years in a row. I'll show you the back of the card as well. And Walt Frazier. The card's not as good a shape. The corner's a little banged up. He averaged 23.2 points with the Knicks that season. And Nate Archibald, averaging 28.2 points that season. And he also had at least one 50-plus point game that year. And Lenny Wilkins, who I remember him most as the coach of the Toronto Raptors in the early 2000s. And at the last toy show, I picked up an LJN Mr. Fuji. So this time, I saw another figure that I still needed in my collection. This is a 1984 Junkyard Doll. Get down! And it's in pretty good shape. Just a little paint wear on the bum. And the boots, of course. Hair is pretty good considering he has his thumb. And I say that because often the thumb got broken off of this figure. And no chain. I mean, the chain's probably worth more than the figure, to be honest with you. Depending on which chain it is as well. There's a few color variations. But nice figure overall. I like it. And as you know, because I've mentioned it in the past, I am a big fan of vinyl carrying cases for Hot Wheels and the like. So here's a Matchbox Superfast 24 collector's case from 1971, I believe. It does not have its handle. But that's okay. It does have both of its trays, so 12 cards per tray. It's pretty good condition on the inside. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to put cars in it because I'm running out of space to put my cars. So it also will be a functional item for me. And to give you an idea, I have a few of these. Here's the sorts of car that I'll put in there. That looks like the same car that's on the cover of this case. This is a 1970 Road Dragster. In very good condition. And then I purchased this groovy Lunchbox. This is a 1969 Thermos brand Hot Wheels Lunchbox. I bought this from my regular redline Hot Wheel dealer. I didn't buy any cars from him today, but I did buy this Lunchbox. It's missing its thermos. Often the thermos is worth more than a Lunchbox. That was an item that usually disappeared first, but it would go in here. This child obviously collected banana stickers. So they put there, you see a bunch of vintage banana stickers inside. And there's an old STP sticker on the back. I'm not sure if I'm going to fill this with cars or toys. I have a lot of lunchboxes, and I will eventually discuss them in an episode. I often fill them full of vintage toys, just they're good for storage. And most of mine are mini metal reissue lunchboxes over the last 20 years. I don't have a lot of actual authentic vintage lunchboxes like this. When I was a child in the early 1980s, metal was definitely out and plastic was in. And I remember I had a Buck Rogers lunchbox as well as a Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox. Have not found those yet, but this is the next best thing. And here we see a split-in image on the front. This is a 73 enamel split-in image, but the same car, pretty much. And here's another red line. For those of you who haven't seen my red line videos yet, you see the red on the tires. So thank you so much for letting me share my latest toy show haul with you. If you liked the video, please like the video, and we'll keep them coming. From now, this is your Toy Whisperer signing off on Old Toy, New Joy.